they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Here's 3rd and 9. Rodgers now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. Throwing now is Rodgers. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there with his 14th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. These 2 teams all tied after 1. 2nd quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
This is 2nd and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Allen now looks to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From just shy of midfield, here's second down at 7. Here's a quick throw out to Mims.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Here's Rodgers to throw.
That is caught. He's going to pick up the first down and then some.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack. And you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line. And he's able to take it into the end zone.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
And he'll get this to the 32.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Down the right sideline. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Well, he currently stands second in the league in rushing, and runs like that are a big reason why. Heck, runs like that might get him to first.
And when you've got goals in front of you, if you're second and you want to be first, that type of running gives you something to shoot for and hopefully attain.
Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Josh Allen, he says that he wants to continue to perfect executing the run-pass option. Looked pretty good there.
And he's put in the minds of all people trying to defend him that his legs create big plays. So guess who benefits?
His running back.
You no doubt about it, and we just saw it there.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And the half will begin with a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His 19th touchdown now on the season.
And the Bills are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. That's almost like one of your turkey bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
From the 21, here's second down and 8.
Now Rodgers. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Von Miller in there for a milestone sack as that moves him past Hall of Famer Michael Strahan, who finished his career with 141 and a half.
They need 18 yards here on third down.
Hey, you block over here. Hey, 88.
Now it's Rodgers. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Rodgers going to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. To throw is Rodgers. And his throw here is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open hole beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got a man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
But I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
Box it.
Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Broncos have broken the tie.
So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this 3rd quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And, you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Here now, a 3rd down and 8.
Allen going to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Allen off the play fake. Flushed out right. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 32 on the play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
To the air, Allen. And he whips that one incomplete there. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bills have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come up. To the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
And some room to work. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
69 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
Now that's how you start a drive. Not only do you pick up a 1st down, you do it on a chunk play. Big yardage. And now you put a little bit of a dent in the confidence of the defense.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. One quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Looking to throw. Rodgers got a man, and he hits him in stride. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 9.
Right now, you got this. Loco over here.
Back to throw. Rodgers. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there, getting him the first. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere.
It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. 35 yards.
And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
On play action, Allen escaping the pressure right.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Understanding he's just down one possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Allen. Flush to his right. Allen hit. He lost the football. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th down. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's Allen. And the Broncos get there and take him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Allen from the gun. They'll try to run it.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
A big play needed, no doubt. 3rd and long.
5 wide. Middle.
To throw is Allen.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
Throwing, Allen.
He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they...